My name is Andy Valley, also known as Alexis. I'm 19 years old. I'm an amateur photographer and I'm starting up my own brand called Mixship. And welcome to my interview.
How you doing, bro?
Doing good, and you?
I'm doing well. Today I wanted to ask you a couple of different questions about your photography and a little bit of what you do. And I wanted to give you a chance to kind of get closer with your viewers and audience and your own fan base so that you can promote what things you want to do, or maybe you have some things you want to say. I wanted to give people a chance to kind of get to know you as well now that you're getting out there and getting your photography out there and getting your music out there. I want to say thank you for coming on here on the channel and on the interview and reaching out and working with me. It's a pleasure. The first question that I have for you is, what got you into photography? What got you into that?
What actually got me into photography was my older brother, Chris Joel. If some guys may know, he works down at the Hub. He's been doing it for a couple years now, and I always looked up to him. I always wanted to pick up a camera, and seeing him do what he did really just pushed me to pick up a camera. And now here I am, a couple years later, starting off my own business.
And would you say that photography has inspired you to do other things like video, or is photography the only thing you want to dabble into as far as camera work goes?
Well, actually, photography did stem off my idea of starting my own brand, Mixship. It's going to be a clothing company along with a photography company. I think the two will work hand in hand, and definitely the photography definitely sprung up a couple more ideas along those lines that I really want to do in the future.
Now, what does your brand promote?
My brand just promotes the photography, just gives people opportunity to come in contact with me so we can work together. Just different influencers, entrepreneurs who could definitely just hook up, link up, do photography, do a couple shoots, and I can get your name out there and you can get my name out there. We could work together.
Now, do you have anything coming soon?
Actually, yeah, I actually just finished on a couple hoodie designs that I'm planning to meet up with someone
dope.
today.
That's actually pretty dope. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. I hope that you're able to do those things. Now, other than photography, you said you wanted to do the clothing. What kind of clothing are you gonna make? Is it going to be streetwear? Is it going to be luxury wear? What is it going to be? What kind of clothes are we gonna be seeing from your brand?
Definitely going to be along the lines of more streetwear, maybe some more underground, but definitely along those lines of streetwear, underground. Definitely open to branch out to different ideas for clothing, but for right now, definitely more in just streetwear vibe.
How long have you been getting into, or at least entertaining the idea of having a brand, or, you know, sprouting out into the industry of photo? And, because I know that you said that you were inspired by Chris Joel, who also does video and photo. And I know that you said that you wanted to do a streetwear clothing brand. Are all of these things stuff that has been year long, like for a long time, that, this is something you've wanted to do over the years, or is this something new that you've discovered that you liked and this is something you're getting into now? Like, is this more like something you've been planning, or something you're ready to dive into?
That's an interesting question because photography was definitely something I've been wanting to dive into for years now, even when I was little. I just didn't really have that push to pick up a camera until my older brother started doing it, and I saw how much popularity and success he was getting from it, so I decided to pick up the camera then. The clothing is a lot more different because it was just recently, about a year ago, I was sat down and was thinking about the idea, but being around a bunch of influencers and a bunch of figures and, a bunch of like networkers, that I was finally thinking that I could really make this idea reality. So I decided to start pushing on that. So now I push in both ideas I've been thinking about for a while now.
Now, when you say the popularity and success, is photography and the clothing something you do for the sole purpose of popularity and success, or is there a deeper purpose within your company? Is there something more to your company other than the popularity and success?
Yeah, there definitely is. The popularity and success for me is just something almost like a bonus to me. What I want from it is to just put out a name for myself, put out a name for other people potentially. Just because I just like to see other people grow around me and with me.
For sure.
So just the
Okay.
popularity and success is just there to help me get to my actual goal and just helping others.
Essentially, get you like you're trying to break bread with the family.
Exactly.
Essentially, I feel you, bro. And I think that's really awesome. I definitely support that. I support what you're doing. Now, if there was any advice you want to give to individuals who might be thinking about starting their own brand or maybe getting into designing their own hoodies or photography or getting into anything, what would you say to the people who are kind of hesitant because they might not have enough money? Or what would you say to the people who maybe are a little bit nervous because of that one bad critic who's going to critique their work in a negative way? Like, what would you say to the people out there that want to pick up the camera, that are too scared, that or not scared but too nervous? What would you say? What's your
Um,
inspiration?
Definitely just to start now. I mean, when it comes to the bad critics, you're not gonna please everyone in the world. So your goal should just be as please as many. Just know that it's never gonna be 100%. So don't worry about that, and don't worry about any bad ideas. There's no such thing as a bad idea. Just throw your ideas, make them happen. If they work, they work. If they don't work, you can learn from it, or you can try it again, revise it. There's just never a bad idea. Just don't hesitate. Just go for it. Go for it now, because you don't want to wait until it's too late.
For sure. I like that. I like that. Now, before I conclude this interview, is there any last things you want to say? Maybe you want to plug your social media. Where can people find your content? Where can people find you? And what should people see from you in the next 6 months?
So y'all can find me on my Instagram at Mixship Clothing. My photography Instagram is at Mixship Photography. Same thing on Twitter, Mixship Clothing, but the photography is Mixship Photos. And all I want to say is just wish y'all the best. Hope y'all do get to your goals. And I just want to thank Draven for the opportunity for having me as an interview. I really appreciate it, and I just want to give thanks.
No